nice. Yeah, so far it looks pretty good. Okay, so let's take a look here. I'm not on PilotEdge. No, we're in Bangor, Maine. All right, so I'll give you a little tour around the cockpit. It reminds me of the a little bit of the B1900. So I'll have the plane off for right now. We can set up some views actually. Let's do the stat. There's the main view. There's the overhead view. I think I will zoom in a little bit more on that and make that my control 8 for. It's interesting how this is pre-programmed with views that I typically use, except for the wing view. Alright, so there's my radio view. There's my fuel panel. There's my pedestal. I'll bring that in a little bit. Reprogram that. Actually, I take it back. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to do that view. It's going to be the lower view. And then I'm going to get a throttle quadrant view. Which is kind of right there. And I'm going to bring this view out just a little bit so I can see some of my gauges. That'll be my engine check view. And my comms panel, etc. Yeah, I reset the views. Someone commented on my YouTube video that my IXEG 1.2 stream / YouTube video, they commented, the IXEG already has preset views. Well, yeah, they do. But I can customize them to my liking. Alright, so there is my kind of my IFR view to a degree. Okay, so I have 3. Okay, so I can use 3 and 9 for whatever I want. So, sorry if you're getting sick there. And then 1 takes me over here. Okay. 8 is... This is the lighting. Alright. Your video on YouTube taught you how to start the 757 V2? Perfect. I get better. It's funny. Yeah, these videos, they get older and older. And so I try to let people know how to start a plane the way that I do it. But over time I learned that I'm doing something a little bit, well, incorrectly or in the wrong order. But people are watching old videos and they're telling me I'm doing it incorrectly. And by this time I now know that, okay, yeah, I know you're supposed to do that. But I leave the videos anyway. I guess I need to update the plane. Edit com exclamation plane B200. There we go. You're flying the U.S. border today in the Carenado 337. Making sure all the ortho is good. Just finishing up the West Coast. Sounds like a good reconnaissance trip. I've driven up there and Bar Harbor plenty of times from Mass. Oh, okay. Apart from the top middle portion, it's a B1900 ripoff. Yeah. Okay, let's come. Oh, you know what I do need? I do need a view down here. Alright, so let's come down here. Let's get rid of the yoke for now. And we'll come down here. And we'll make that 1. And then we'll make this. I'll make that actually 7. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Fuel quantity on main, standby pump, cross feed, fuel cutoff valves. Okay. You used my Challenger 300 checklist. Worked well for me. Just need to learn the new FMC because I couldn't get it to allow me to follow the route. Oh, yeah, I haven't flown that Challenger since that time I flew with Stuck. You're eating a kise from Panera? Oh, from Panera Bread? How do you say that? Kise? Cessna Rocks. How you doing? All right, let's turn battery on. And where is the parking? Oh, it's right there. Okay, so parking brake is over here. It's a little bit different than the 1900. Quiche. Okay. You got MD, the 208 yesterday. You're in love. It's a good plane. All right, so let's go over to the throttle quadrant. And we want to test. How come there's... Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go. All right, so mixture, we'll go up there for a second. Should I go on low idle for engine start, or... And here's prop. And there's fuel idle. I really should get a checklist for this. Probably should go through the documentation and do it, but on the GA aircraft I tend to not do that as much as I should. Let's turn on our beacon. Which one's our beacon? Is that the recog? I think that's... No, the beacon's right there. Full props always. Fuel cutoff for engine start. Intro at 12. Okay. I thought that it was like we do the engine start. Oh, okay. Fuel at cutoff. Introduce at 12. Okay. All right, let's arm the right ignition. You're saying full props now, huh? Really? Full props right now? Takeoff, landing, and reverse. I would think the props would be like, back. Full? Really? I gotta start memorizing this stuff. Alright, so right ignition. Oh, snack. Before we get too far into this. In order to do it proper, to do proper review, we need to have proper sounds. Need a little more coffee, I think. The other thing we need to make sure that we do today is we need to make sure that we update our air rack. So I apologize, but we have to get some sounds. So I have to reinitialize the sound system. Today we're going to be flying from Bangor down to Portland. So I'm going to do some flight planning here in just a little bit. By the way, somebody is doing a 24-hour race on racing, and he's only 24 minutes in. On the 24-hour races, don't they have teammates? And they take turns, or is it one person? That's crazy if that's just one person going 24 hours. Sounds like a Josh J. Gibbs stream. All right, Bangor we're going to go to PWM, so Kilo Papa Whiskey Mike. And we'll go to routes, and we're going to go Og Jalmi. So we'll put in some manual waypoints here. So Og, and then Jalmi. Put that right there. We'll drag over that. So the flight plan there is to take off from Bangor, Maine. And then we're going to fly down to an intersection, or a VOR Augusta, Maine. And then we'll continue on down to intersection Jalmi. And then we'll shoot our approach into Portland. And I think we're going to probably try ILS 29 or maybe ILS 11, depending on the weather. And we probably should be going to the ILS low chart, because we are going to simulate an IFR situation. Although, you know what, for the first leg, maybe we'll simulate VFR to that first waypoint. Okay, I apologize for the delay on the sound system. Let's go. So we're going full props, fuel cutoff. That looks good. We'll go beacon on, or actually. Oh, we got a little bit of delay with the sound system, so now I got to redo that. I love it. So on El Gato. I learned a little trick, though, that if I go to direct sound, I'll lose sound for a bit from the plane. And then if I go back in OBS, if I go back to wave out, it takes just a few minutes to reinitialize, and I lose crackle, and I get the delay back. So let's try battery. Yep. Little tricky trick to get rid of crackle and get rid of the delay. So battery on, beacon on, parking brake is set, ignition. All right, so let's go right engine. At 12%, we introduce fuel. Okay, so that's low idle. Probably need to bring my throttle back. So right here I'm doing full prop still, huh? Wow. I'm gonna turn that down just a little bit here. Okay. What have I missed? I did not get a haircut recently, but I did shave. Blake's USAF retired now, was in for 24 years, flew the C-130. Wow, that's pretty cool. When do we get nice contrails and X-plane and not that black smoke? That's a really good question, Peachy Des. I believe the prop should be full course at start. Alright. Come down here and we'll go Arm. Left engine. That one's starting up. Probably should close the stair before I start up the engines, but should we see how well that's animated? Ooh, it's pretty quick. Whoop. Yeah, we want the winglets. Yeah, I'm on 1102. Well, I think I am. That's just the bait. That's still release candidate, right? Yeah, I'll put the gens on. I was just getting a feel for. Thank you. Gens on. I'm also going to arm. We don't need any anti-ice. Turn on the avionics. Where is the... There's the lights. Just getting familiar with this plane. Battery on charge. Down here we've got environmentals. Ooh, coffee on. No smoking. Cabin bright. We'll go bleed air. Yours just told you to update, so you did? Oh, okay. I didn't get a prompt to update. Cabin air. It's not moving. Is that supposed to move? There we go. Auto. There's our ADF. We'll go ahead and turn off the data ref here for the weather. Okay, turn on taxi light. Arm auto feather. Hey Maverick, I'm flying from Bangor down to Portland. So I'll bring up the BennySim overlay now, and we'll just get an outside shot while I'm waiting. And on the outside volume, I'm going to bring that down. And then we're going to program the BennySim overlay. I'll show you guys the full dealio. This Apache, this is the B200. This is not the 1900. This is the B200. King Air. I think it says it right there on the fuselage, yeah. The Super King Air B200. Brand new. Brand new for X-Plane 11. Alright, so now we got the BennySim situation going. I'm going to bring up the XP PC wide client so the BennySim can talk to the overlay. And I'll bring it up so you guys can see it as I populate it. So BennySim overlay is there. Progress page. I don't like the landing rate right now. So BGR to KPWM. And the route is Ogjalmy. So you can see the route now down at the bottom, Ogjalmy. No airline code. Let's see, flight number, offline. What's the true airspeed or indicated airspeed for the King Air? I have no idea. I think we'll cruise at 8,000. Transition, nothing. And what's the ICAO code? Is it what's the ICAO code for the B200? I just don't know it. The other thing I wanted to mess with was this overlay. I don't like that font. So I'm going to mess around with that font for just a moment. So here, if we go to flight, call sign. Maybe we should just do Arial. Nah, we'll have to mess around with that another time. Always a constant tweak. It's the BE20. Thank you. So general. Okay, so it says BE20 up there now. Yeah, we'll have to play around with that. I like the font you had the other week, slightly handwritten one. I might try that one again. That's the plane you'd buy if you won the lottery, is the B200. Keep that in mind. Alright, Benny Sims are working. Alright. Alright, Tony. Taxi light. Lower pedestal, what I want to... Is there any rudder boost or anything? Oh yeah, rudder boost. I want rudder boost on, right? Or do I? We want the EFIS. Yeah, the EFIS is on. There's our autopilot that we can engage. Here is our... Is this our cabin pressure? How do you do that? Let's see how she taxis. Good morning, Mega. Okay. Oh, that's a nice view. It's not the circle view, though. Okay. Let's bring up the chart here and see where we want to taxi. So I'm going to click on airports. I'm going to click on the nearest button. I'm going to go to Bangor. Then I'm going to click on taxiways. Georeferencing disabled. WTH. Flight plan. Let's pack. We need some terminal procedures. Some taxi diagrams. We'll let that pack. That reminds me, I'm going to do a big note for myself to update my AirAC today, because the new AirAC came out. McShiggity, how you doing? Trixmont, good morning. How long have I been on? About 50 minutes already. Alright, we've packed that. We don't need anything else besides that. Let's see if we got georeferencing now. Bangor, taxiways. No, we don't, not yet. Let's go here, delete expired. And then we want to get... I guess we'll just download everything. And then hopefully... We don't fly in Alaska too often though, do we? Hopefully we get georeferencing. Use the 4 flight diagrams. What do you mean? What do you mean, Airbus 737? Use the 4 flight diagrams. Do you mean Jeppesen? Or what are you referring to? Because the FAA diagrams are what's on the... Also aeronautical maps show. Alright, that's continuing to update. Every freaking state. I like it, I like it. Yeah, I'm Airbus. What are you referring to as far as procedures? Well, first off, go back to your statement of use the 4 flight diagrams. What are the 4 flight diagrams? Because they do use the FAA charts, unless you purchase the Jeppesen add-on. I believe. I could be wrong. I'm wrong about half the time in life. And we do, yeah. Is it still going? Yeah, it looks good. Still going. I guess what we can do while that's updating is we'll program in our first VOR. So we'll come down here. Let's turn on our transponder. Transponder on. Transponder on. No, that didn't work. Set transponder 1200. Doesn't work. That's interesting. Set transponder 1200. Oh, they've got a little block on the voice command. JSnap will be happy about that. 1, 2. How do you get over? And you guys know how to get over? I can scroll. I can scroll just the first 2 characters and that's it. This might be a deal breaker for PilotEdge if I can't change those last 2. It's not letting me scroll over there. Might have to do our SciTech panels. Yeah, we're going to have to do our SciTech panels. That's weird. Click 4 flight diagram. I don't know where 4 flight diagram is. Like if I go to airports and I go to taxiways, I have georeferencing now. So what you're saying, where is the 4 flight diagram? Is that going to be up here somewhere? Anyway, we have georeferencing now, so I'm happy. Also, when you're on maps mode, you can select aeronautical layer. Yeah, I know you can. I can go IFR low. I can go IFR high. I can go sectional. Yeah, I do that. I do that all the time. Which will show you taxiway info for all airports. Use it. Okay, so what you're saying, if I zoom in to Bangor, I don't show anything of what you're talking about. So anyway, back here, taxiways. We're going to taxi out. Yeah, well, because we're going to do some testing, let's taxi out to runway 15. All right, so on here, so we're going to go out of the general aviation area. We're going to turn on Alpha. We'll take Alpha all the way down to runway 15. Do a little tour of the airport since we haven't been here before. Yeah, Jessica or one of the mods, please give TrixMod a link. All right, taxi lights are on. Parking brake is off. AUG says Augusta. Augusta? Where does it say Augusta? Oh, on the sectional chart it says that? Really? Well, it's Augusta, Maine, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, I need to toggle nose wheel steering. There we go. Like I say, if you have your joysticks, if you have a problem steering, you might need to toggle the nose wheel steering. Okay, let's come out. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, that's the Q&A? Oh, okay. Alright. Yeah, you don't need to repeat yourself, Airbus. I'm going to taxi right now. We're going to do a little flying. If you want to join my Discord, type in !Discord, and over there we can have a lengthy conversation. Maybe you can teach me some things about ForeFlight, but what you're saying here in the chat, I don't understand what you mean by ForeFlight diagrams, and there's a bunch of things that you're saying I don't understand, so maybe we have a little discussion on the Discord. Yeah, Bellins, I was trying to tell Bellins in his chat yesterday, and he may have seen it, but I was telling him with the Thrustmaster HOTAS Warhog, you have to, there's a bug sometimes with the steering, right? So I was trying to tell him to map a letter to toggle his nose wheel steering, and that will help him steer that plane in, because I think that may have been his issue. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah. The channel owner is here. Let the fun begin. Good morning, boss. Good morning, Cheat Computer Flying. He was really impressed with the IXEG, and he was also very impressed with the better pushback plugin. So that's the other thing we're going to try today, is better pushback. Going back to work. Have a nice flight. McShiggity, thanks for joining us. Have a good one. So far, so good. This plane's okay. I should probably try this on FS Economy as well. You just got better pushback yesterday. It's incredible with the Zebo. Oh, that's good news. Okay, well, we get to mark this Charlie off of our list. This is Bangor, Maine. Never seen the ortho photo around here. Never seen this airport before. If you want to get a list of all the airports that we have visited and are going to visit in the future, type in !Bravo or !Charlie in the chat room, and you'll get a link to the list of airports that we've been to and the ones that we're going to in the future. And we're in Maine and Michigan today. And then assuming we might do a Maine and then a Michigan and then and then we'll jump over to PilotEdge, depending on variables. Airbus 737, thank you for the subscribe.
We got a subscribe. We got a subscribe.
Appreciate you letting me rock the Invisisticks.
We got a subscribe. We got a subscribe.
Oh yeah, the spin me round song. I did like a 2-minute clip of, and I posted that on the Discord. Computer flying. Why are the the XP11 emote didn't happen? It shows that you're not a subscriber right now, Computer flying. So you may need to hit that subscribe button in order to get those emotes back. I think you lost it, if I'm not mistaken. But thank you, Airbus 737, again for the subscription. Vision Byte, of course, is one of our chief pilots. We're the only place on the planet that has more than one chief pilot. Oh, roulette is closing in 1 minute. I better get a spin on roulette. Spin 31 10,000. Where in Michigan are you thinking of flying? I think the first flight will be Flint to Lansing. And I think we'll probably continue in this plane just to kind of put it through its paces. So we'll be going from Flint to Lansing. And I think we might be shooting the ILS 10 right or 28 left into Lansing. I think it's about a 50-mile trip, pretty short one. How many John Fly miles do you have, Megamass? Okay, here is the runway. So let's hold short of the runway here for a moment. I'll come back down here. And we'll turn on landing lights. Taxi light can come off. Nav lights. I'm assuming you turn on recog. Beacon strobe. We'll do a no flaps takeoff. Red 12 wins. Ooh. Get some of that Flint toxic water. Do they have toxic water in Flint? I didn't know that. Michigan is your home state. Nice, JT Kerr. Are you there? Are you living there now, or are you just from there? JFM. All right, so you have 151,000 JFM Megamass, and you're a corporate pilot. So, in order for you to upgrade to long haul, captain, you need, I think, how much is it, guys? It's in my profile below. How much do you need for chief, or for long haul captain? I can't remember. Maybe it is 150,000. So maybe he can level up. You're from there. You're stationed in Virginia now. Ah, okay. Lead levels were through the roof. Okay. All right. So St. Wolfric is letting us know that the long haul captain is 150,000 JFM. So Mega, you can type in exclamation prestige space level up, and I believe, yeah, it's one word. So exclamation prestige space level up is one word, and then that will deduct 150,000 John Fa miles from your account, and you will become a long haul captain. And then we've got to change your expiration.
I just got hosted.
Thanks for the host, Chili. Appreciate that. Thanks for the host. I gotta figure out the best. I'm gonna replay that chili host alert here.
Oh, snack. I just got hosted with the mosted.
I'm gonna put that up here. Try it one more time here. A little tweaking.
Oh, snack. I just got hosted with the mosted.
Thank you, chili. Aviation 2015 has been flying the Zeebo for 3 weeks now. XP11 and the plane is all awesome. Yes, flew from St. Louis to Midway in a rainstorm with lightning. Sounds like fun. You took a look at the BennySim overlay, but I'm not sure about it. Maybe I'll give it a try. Well, the thing about it is you can really customize. Mike Zulu Hotel.
I had to go like 3 days without my John Fly emotes. Feels bad, man.
We got a subscribe.
Thank you, Mike Zulu Hotel, for the subscribe. Thank you. You had to go like 3 days. You know. Oh, Megamass is now a long haul captain. Congratulations to our newest long haul captain. You are now earning John Fly miles at a faster rate, and your bets are worth more. Now, we will have to change your expiration, so be sure to go over to the Prestige Renewal Room on the John Fly Discord and say, John Fly, please reset my expiration to 1 year out. English subscribe lady is epic. She does have a good voice. She reminds me of you, Jessica. All right, so what do we want to do here? We got the lights. We want to go full fuel. And let's go full prop. Let's see what happens. Full prop, I mean full throttle. She's looking good. I don't want a redliner, right? Or do I? Airspeed is well alive. What's rotation in a King Air B200? Oh yeah, baby. It's landing gears up. Say goodbye to Bangor, Maine. See ya, Bangor. Okay, that's looking good. So far, so good. Just doing a slight turn here. I'm hand flying it for right now, just to get a feel for her. Yeah, was Qantas there? That's funny. The ortho looks great around Bangor. Golf course over there by the airport. Who would have thunk to put a golf course near an airport? That is so awesome. Golf course, baby. Alright, let's test the autopilot. I'm gonna trim her up here for a little bit and just see what happens here. Thank you, Mike Zulu, Jessica. Computer flying. The golf course and mode, of course, is one of my faves. Alright, let's go down to... Oh! Blake C with the subscribe. Thank you.
We
My
got a subscribe. We got a subscribe.
C130 pilot.
We
C130?
got a subscribe.
Thank you for the subscribe. It was C130,
We
right?
got a subscribe. We got a
Yaw damper
subscribe.
on. AP engaged. We'll sync our heading bug. We do have a subscribe. The other thing we want to do is we'll do... we'll do altitude select. Set altitude 8,000. Set altitude 8,000. Wow. The Carenado does not respond to the voice command. This is the first time this has ever happened. I don't get it. All right, let's turn the autopilot on. It is engaged. We're in there we go, heading mode. And let's tune in the Augusta VOR. Ooh, our vertical speed is out of this planet. That's awesome. I'm going to tone it back just a little bit, though. I guess it was about time. Oh, C-130 flight engineer. That's so... I bet you get some great stories. I'd love to sit back and have a brewski and hear the stories. Ooh, we don't want a negative vertical speed. Let's go up at 1,200 feet per minute. Retired FCC. Yeah. One of these days you will need a co-host, co-pilot on the stream with all the stuff you have to do. Of course, their green screen image will be half the size. That'd be good, St. Wolfric. I like that idea. Yesterday when we did our iRacing debut, iRacing's really fun, by the way. You can check out the Twitch VOD of the iRacing debut, and also it'll be on the YouTube channel here in the next 24 hours or so. But anyway, I had True Racing on, and I'm thinking that it's really nice to have someone live to talk to that's an expert in a certain area, and I kind of like those tandem shows. Unfortunately, during a race, you can't pay as much attention to chat, but some of the really good drivers do. They are able to drive around those tracks fast and keep track of the chat. Uh-oh. We did not hit our altitude. Let's hit altitude there. Level off there. Let's set the altitude manually. All right. Let's go back down to 8,000. Color commentary, it's a proven formula. JSnap, isn't it? That's bad. Maybe try disabling and re-enabling plane command. I could do that. Enable. I don't think it's plane command. I think they've actually put in some restrictions. Plane command's not available. That probably actually doesn't do anything. JSnap may have hacked into my machine and disabled plane command because he is not a fan. Set altitude 8,000. Set altitude 8,000. Oh, I know why. I know why. Believe it or not, plane command needs this little wire right here to plug into my mixer. Let's try it now. What's our heading right now? Oops. Our heading right now is 252. Set heading 240.
Heading bug set to 240 degrees.
Oh yeah, baby. Thank you. And let's try the transponder now. So let's go down here. Set transponder 7600.
Transponder set to 7600.
Set transponder 1200.
Transponder set to 1200.
Yeah, baby. All right, let's tune in the Augusta VOR. I'm so happy. Thank you, Jessica, for making me think about it. On the four-flight view, the Augusta VOR is 111.4. So let's grab that and put that into nav1. We can do that a couple different ways, but since... Well, let's do it the old-fashioned way. 111.4. Okay. And that should bring in the Augusta VOR, and it does. So over here, You can see right there we've got Augusta is 33 miles. Oh, look at that. We've got little waypoints on the display here. That is pretty cool. I like that. 7, 1. Yeah. Now let's track that VOR. So we'll come down to well, let's put in a course needle. So let's go back down here and look here. So there's the course. And then we'll come out down here and we'll hit nav. And that will change up and we'll track that Augusta VOR just slightly turning to the right. I used many expletives working on them, but they are an amazing airframe. I have seen them do things I wouldn't have believed they could do. Yeah. Megamass, of course, was a boom operator on the KC-135 from 73 to 77. I was 1 year old when he started on the KC-135. Blake primarily worked the R models, but have turned a few wrenches on some A models as well. The KC is another workhorse airplane that has served the United States Air Force very well. ForeFlight looks like it's worth the $200 investment. What do you think? Rudyism, it's one of those things that it's going to be hard to deal without. I will say that if you are, if you're worried about the price, check out the Navigraph charts that now have georeferencing. So over here, see if I just click on that little guy right there, it's gonna supposedly connect to my stream. But we'll take a look at the Navigraph charts a little bit later. But it does have georeferencing. Cannot connect to simulator. Okay, I think I need to reload the sim link. Ninja with guitar, how you doing? Yeah, ForeFlight's just amazing. I mean, and it's especially amazing if you do real world flying. So when I get in the plane in the real world with Max or Josh and or both, it's really nice to have the ForeFlight on my lap and be able to look at what's what. We really should be enjoying some of this JSnap magic ortho. For a moment. ForeFlight is US only. Yeah, I was able to do some basic European navigation with maps, just street maps going from city to city, but yeah, it's US and Canada. Is there a sim link that will work X-Plane with a Navigraph? Yes, Blake. You have to download the Navigraph Simlink software. And I thought I had. In fact, I don't know if it shows up here when you have it in or not. Maybe plug in. I thought I had it installed. Let's see, Navigraph Simlink right there. See, Navigraph Simlink, and then you have georeferencing on your taxi diagrams and on some of your charts, which is kind of nice. That was a sound blip right there. Morning, Tylenol with wings. TMA pilot, good morning. I'm hoping to get on the beta for the Navigraph iOS. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I am going to use Navigraph today for my AirRack update. Alright, so if we come down here and we go... Wow, 250 knots right now. That's amazing, and we're not even full bore. All right, so I need an expert here on a King Air. What should my fuel flow be? What should my turbine RPM be? What should my prop RPM be? And what should my torque be? And my ITT. I think 11.03 and 04 would be first. I'm looking forward to 11.05 myself because of all those airports coming in. I don't have to worry about as many Airport updates. Really should be squawking our squawk code that we've been given. Set transponder 3214. Set transponder 3214.
Transponder set to 3214.
Everything in the green, says Tony. Alright, well, everything's in except for ATT's not. So we can, let's bump that up just a little bit more. But the fuel flow doesn't have a green, but yeah, looks pretty good. What do you guys think of the plane so far? She might be PilotEdge worthy already. Oh, plane, exclamation plane will work, because I don't think this is a Cessna. But if you look in the upper overlay there at the very left side of the screen, you see a BE20. BE20 is the ICAO code. Yeah, plane command is working now, Tony. Basically, what happens is when you run a mixer for a microphone, I have to route the audio. I have to reroute the audio from the microphone not only to the streaming PC, but I have to route the audio from the mixer back to the sim PC, and that was unplugged. And that basically goes into the microphone input, so both PCs can hear what I'm saying. And so plane command wasn't hearing what I was saying because it wasn't hooked up to this mic, but the streaming PC was, if that makes sense. Yeah. I really want to find the golf course. Alright, we should be coming up close to the Augusta VOR. We're 4 miles away. After the Augusta VOR, we're going to go ahead and track Jalmy. So let's go over here and go flight plan. Well, let's go direct to. Let's put in. We may miss our waypoint by a little bit. Let's go into heading mode. And then we'll go JA L Runway, we'll hit activate, change the VLOC CDI, and then we'll come back down in here and we'll hit nav. And that will take the turn to Jalmy. Right on the VOR we made the turn by the time I did that. Woohoo! You're right in front of me, Maverick? Nice. I should connect to PilotEdge then. November 572. I need a new call sign. King Air. Kilo Alpha. I think I already have a Kilo Alpha. That's fine for now.
Connected to PilotEdge.
Okay, we're connected to PilotEdge. And where be you, Maverick? How far ahead of me are you? Please restart JohnFlyBot. Why? What happened? Red 12. Oh, you just connected? Okay. Landing runway 18. I don't. No, I'm gonna do the ILS 11 or 29. Do they have a runway 18? I'm going to do the 1-1 or 2-9. Although you're saying in the real world they're landing 1-8, so we could do that. I'm going to make the turn at Jalmi up here in just a bit. We'll go direct destination, so we'll prepare that. So if I go direct, actually, clear, flight plan. Let's go flight plan, clear, and we'll go Kilo, Papa. Whiskey, Mike. Okay. Okay, we're making the turn. Making the turn, making the turn. You're stuck at 42207. Well, what did you bet on something or something, Tony? Let me take a look. You bet on black? Black didn't win though. So how do you know you're oh, you're saying it's not building time. Oh crap. Hopefully the prestige levels are still working. Let's see. Yeah, Chief Pilot is in there. Let's check it out. Level 6. And the multiplier is 8. Okay, I'll restart the bot and we'll see what happens. Good thing for... I gotta test that. Make sure it stays on track. Four times on black and it took nothing. Oh, you're saying it took nothing. I only show one bet, but maybe I'm wrong. Okay, we restarted it. It's a problem with Twitch viewer list. Bot devs are aware of it. Huh. I guess I should... Let's test it right now. So you're... Well, we'll actually maybe do it on the ground, but let me open up roulette. Roulette is now open. My JFMs, I'm at 950,000. So if I go spin 31, 10,000, and then I do JFM. Oh, yeah, it works. So check to see if you're... Maybe it doesn't like the 2207. No, it works now. Okay, so the restart fixed it, I guess, right? All right, let's get down to pattern altitude. So, thank you for being on the lookout. Pattern altitude is 1,075. Set altitude 1,100. Set altitude 1,100. Set altitude 1,000.
Altitude set to 1,000 feet.
Doesn't like that, okay. Let's go vertical speed. It's gorgeous around here. Watch that barber pole. I think I want to do, I think I am going to do an ILS procedure just to test it. So approach, it's really, yeah, it's RNAV GPS runway 18 is the best wind right now. Oh, look at that. Look at all the people coming in. Yeah, I'm going to do the ILS 29. And I'll do vectors to final. Let's go into heading mode. Sync our heading bug, heading mode. Set heading 160.
Heading bug set to 160 degrees.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on. So yeah, Maverick, I'm going to land. I'm landing ILS 29. So over here on the ILS 29 chart, I'm doing a vector basically over this way, and then I'm going to capture the ILS 29. So I need to program in the frequency 109.9 and the course of 290, and then we'll fly. We're supposed to be at Pete at 1700. So let's set the 3000 though. So let's stop at 3000, and we'll come way out. Set altitude 3000.
Altitude set to 3,000 feet.
And we'll do altitude select. Hopefully it stops at hopefully it stops at 3000. We'll have to watch it. 250 knots right now this plane's flying. You're on final for 18. Okay. You're en route KPWM right now in the Zebo from KJFK. Ah, perfect. I will watch your landing. Hopefully I can implement AutoGate. Yeah, I want to implement better pushback today for the first time. Let's mess with some lights. Let's get some lights on the subject here. Bright. 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 There's the windshield wipers. Master panel light on. Now let's take a look at it. Ooh. Oh. Juicy. Red 36. Dang driver wins. Iowa Flyer with a big win.
Yeah, button them up. Gather the money. Stick it in the bag. All right, good.
5 times on red, really? Wow. Who would have thunk? Hopefully this stops at 3000. All right, let's
Come on, come on, come on, come on. You can do it. Get down, get down, get down.
set nav 109.9.
NAV1 set to 109.9.
Set course 290.
NAV1 course set to 290.
Okay, stop at 3000. Please stop at 3000. I've got altitude select. I do have vertical speed on though. Let's watch it. Should be pulling back that vertical speed here in a second. Unless I did something wrong. Oh, there it is. It's pulling back the vertical speed. Beautiful. Okay. Let's make a right turn. And yeah, we'll just go right turn. We'll just go 310 for now and see what happens. Slow this bad boy back down. You got everything back plus 30 just for losing? Oh, so it's not deducting. Oh, it's broken. Uh-oh. That's not good. The roulette is broken. But don't you get 30 just for 5 minutes of watching? Let's go a little bit more. Let's go 330. And then what we'll do is we'll come down here and we'll go into nav mode. Actually, I take that back. We'll go heading mode. Let's re-verify range to target. 109 point. Yeah, 109.9. Course 290. You bought an 8 terabyte external hard drive to install your ortho. I didn't know they had 8 terabyte externals. I thought I only saw 5 and 6. They got 8s now. That's awesome. Is this like a paid update like the B1900? This is yeah. This is you have to buy the plane outright. Let's do heading 290. It hasn't picked up the ILS yet, though. That's weird. Supposed to be 10 miles out. It's weird. Oh, I know why. Because I was still on GPS CDI. Alright, nav. It's going to intercept that course now. And then we'll go into approach mode. And we'll slow down. We are now approach, yaw damper. 9 miles out. We're supposed to be at 1700 at Pete. There. We're descending. Yeehaw! Now we should throw in some nasty weather. See what happens. I think I do miss my less wavy script. We should play with that. We should probably play with the rendering options. Also, water reflection, 3D water. Oh, that's funny. Water reflection detail. It's picking up the stuff behind it. That's funny. All right, slow down. Let's go get down into some lowering the gear speeds and some flap speeds. The thing is, we need to establish if you actually lose on roulette, do you actually get your money back? That's what we're finding. Landing gear down.
Landing gear going down. Landing gear down and locked.
Flaps 1.
Flaps going down to notch 1.
Flaps 2.
Flaps going down to notch 2.
RVS not ready. What does RVS not ready mean? Yaw damper coming off? We're still in approach mode. We'll maintain 100 and some odd knots for a bit here. Yes, it's giving the money back. Okay. That's unfortunate. So, oh, we got some oh, you know what? I'll bet you that's due to my rendering options situation. Water. Yeah, that's not good. First bug found. Probably reverse. Cruel Deputy, how you doing? Alright, we're at 120. I'm not going to put out the landing bet, but if you want to guess in the chat what my landing rate's going to be. Another notch of flaps. I got to study what that RVS is. RVS not ready. It's not Valsnorb. No, it's not. What speed do I want to land this? If I get below 200, Rudy, that's good.
500.
Oh, that's cool. 500. Oh, that water looks really, really bizarre right up the head there. Okay, autopilot off. My airplane. Keep my
Come on, come on, come on, come on. You can do it. Get down, get down, get down.
It was bad. I mean, it was acceptable. Yeah, it was 295. I need to come in I don't know, a little slower, a little faster. I don't know. Flap 0.
Flaps going up all the way.
Taxi light on.
Taxi lights on.
Landing lights off.
Landing lights off.
Nav lights off. Navigation lights off.
Yeah, button them up. Gather the
Navigation
money.
lights off.
Stick it in the bag.
Strobe lights off.
Strobe lights off.
Let's see if it actually did that. It did. Not bad. Not deducting. Okay. Well, we're going to have to go back through the chat. Basically. RVS not ready means your props need to be full forward. Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know. I'm just going to come in right in here. That's fine. That looks like Maverick, actually. Is that you, Maverick? In the Eclipse? Nice. Hello, sir. Parking brake on. I'm going to show a replay here. There we go. You didn't get the new scenery for this airport? Is there new scenery for Portland? Payouts are double and can't lose money. That's a pretty good casino. Trying to fix the roulette. By the way, all of you guys that made bets, you're going to be deducted money from, so I have to go back and manually do it. Sorry. Are we coming in? It could be worse. Yeah, the gear could have collapsed. Yeah, exactly. See what the tower saw. Yeah, I don't see any PBR on this one either, but I could be wrong. I'm not an expert in noticing PBR. Yep, I don't know what's going on with the ortho. Okay, last replay, or not the ortho, I don't know what's going on with the roulette. Pabst Blue Ribbon, yeah. No, the PBR is what, physics-based rendering? Is that what it's called? All right, we'll do this side view. And then we'll continue on to our next one. You're descending out of 10,000, landing ILS 29. Perfect. Physically, is it physically based rendering? Physical based. Physical or physically or physical? Little, not so good, but